We are currently in the era of the resurrection of some dead vintage and dying not-so-vintage powerful car spirits into new power-packing modern platforms. And guess what? Another such powerful beast, though not so vintage this time, is back. Previously developed by the special vehicle team within the Ford Motor Company, the Shelby GT500 has been a Ford product since 2015. But the Dearborn-based Automaker broke our hearts when it pulled the plug on the Shelby in 2022, confirming that the year would be the last for the Shelby. And now, from the peeps we gathered from the Ford Authority, the Shelby GT500 returns with a vengeance in late 2025 as the all-new 2026 Shelby GT500. The next-gen Shelby GT500 might be a few years away, but muscle car fans have already started dreaming about the performance flagship of the Mustang range. Independent designer Highcade revealed its take on the future Shelby-badged Mustang, looking more aggressive than ever thanks to a series of redesigned body panels. The digital-only concept takes inspiration from the racing variants of the new Mustang, but the visual kit makes it look even meaner, giving it a wide and low stance. The front end gets the largest possible bumper intakes, a two-part splitter, and a version-specific grille with the snake logo. The LED headlights remain stock, but the additional intakes on the wide fenders give them a slightly revised look similar to the previous Gene facelift. More importantly, the massive bonnet scoop shows an extremely powerful engine underneath, requiring huge amounts of air. The profile remains unaltered mainly, setting aside the extended side sills and the large inlets behind the wheels fading out on the doors. The model is lowered and fitted with a new set of alloy wheels. The model is distinguished at the back by the huge fixed rear wing, presumably made of carbon fiber. The rear bumper is new with toned-up openings, excessively large quad tailpipes, and a diffuser. The current Shelby GT500 was introduced in 2014, featuring several unique body panels compared to lesser versions of the 6-Gene versions of the Mustang. We expect something similar to happen with the new model, although in a more subtle manner compared to Highcade's extreme renderings. After all, the GT500 will remain a road-legal production model, which comes with certain compromises in the design that must be both functional and livable. Between the Dark Horse and the wicked new Mustang GTD, a nostalgic new Ford Shelby G500 will still turn heads and hearts. The 2024 Ford Mustang has turned out to be a revolutionary step over the current generation of the muscle car. While the wildest new pony car in town is the all-new 2025 Mustang GTD, it is restricted by its exclusive tag and an astonishing $300,000 estimated price tag. That leaves the door open for a wild yet more affordable and accessible Mustang, an all-new Shelby GT500. It is rumored to launch by the end of 2025 as a 2026 model. That is still some time away, but it will be worth the wait, especially since we have been craving the most powerful Mustang since the Shelby GT500 Mustang was discontinued in 2022. The Shelby GT500 is the Mustang at its best, taking everything Ford applies to the muscle car to new heights. The humble 2024 Mustang standard models have elevated potential, and the bar has been set at its highest with the new Mustang GTD. Speculating what could come for the next Shelby GT500 that will most likely slide between the Dark Horse and the new 800 horsepower GTD is exciting. The current Shelby GT500, which Ford discontinued in 2022, featured a Predator supercharged 5.2-liter V8 engine with 760 horsepower. Thanks to this, it became the most powerful production vehicle ever produced by Ford. Even though that looked like the end of the road for the GT500, Ford will likely let the new muscle car generation pass with a new GT500. But for now, all we have is rumors. Those rumors, fueled by reports from the Ford Authority, claim that a new GT500 is coming, based on the 2024 Ford Mustang. This new model will likely come in 2025, in time for the 2026 model year. The new Mustang is currently on sale as it becomes available for the 2024 model year. It will be fascinating to see how they can get the new GT500 to top the already potent 2024 Mustang Dark Horse, a car that has stunned all of us with its incredible interior and powerful V8 engine. A supercharged V8 engine, similar to the 760 horsepower Predator of the 2022 Shelby GT500, may be on the cards again. If Ford's engine upgrade with the Coyote V8 SE is to go by, we can expect to see a modified and more powerful version of the Predator V8 in the new Shelby Mustang. Interestingly, the GTD gets the same Predator V8 engine as the 2022 Shelby GT500, albeit on steroids. Things can go two ways from here. Either Ford will position the 2026 Shelby GT500 below the GTD in horsepower, most likely between 700 and 9,800 horsepower, or the new Shelby will have the same engine specs as the GTD. We are not being dreamy with the second assumption because the Mustang GTD, apart from its ferocious V8, also comes packed with a lot of exotic Porsche fighting bits like active aerodynamic elements, titanium exhaust, magnesium wheels, carbon fiber brakes, and dual-ride height suspension system. Ford can easily skip all the added gizmos and a few horses to create a wilder Shelby GT500 than the last-gen model. The new Shelby GT500 will undoubtedly take advantage of all the improvements to the 2024 Mustang, ranging from its looks to the optional Brembo brakes. The lack of any hybrid Ford Mustang should also mean that the next Shelby lineup avoids such a drivetrain, potentially until the next generation of the Mustang. With all the improvements made to the latest Mustang, it does make the potential for a new Shelby version fascinating. According to the latest rumors, the Shelby GT500 could be introduced in 2025, 2 years after the debut of the new Mustang. Ford is keeping its cards closed now, but we will keep you updated on any news, scoop stories, and reports we continue to gather about this mysterious beast. Now, let's talk about the estimated price of the new Shelby G500. When the last-gen Mustang Shelby launched in 2019, it carried an MSRP of $70,300. In its last year, 2022, the GT500 was bumped to $74,555. Currently, a used last-gen Shelby Mustang sells for an average of just under $115,000. The 2024 Mustang, as compared to the 2023 model, has been bumped up by somewhere between $1,755 and $2,755 across the trim table. Also, the new Mustang GTD is speculated to be over $300,000, making it the most expensive pony car ever made. Yet, it is limited to around 1,000 units and plans to provide a buying experience similar to the second-gen Ford GT. But a $300,000 pony car is likely the most expensive new Mustang ever. Considering these, we expect the 2024 Mustang-based 2026 Shelby GT500 to start from over $80,000. For more context, the 2024 Mustang Dark Horse currently has a starting price of $59,270. And if the last-gen GT500 trend is to follow, the 2026 Shelby GT500 can easily breach the $100,000 mark. Another interesting 2026 Shelby GT500 update, as reported by the Ford Authority, is the possibility of the first-ever Shelby convertible. Photos of the possible new convertible Shelby were posted, which showcased a heavily camouflaged version of the 2024 Mustang with a wider stance and carbon fiber wheels. The front fascia is also redesigned to be more aggressive. Every Mustang, since the first generation, followed a very clear life cycle, with the lesser engine choices launching in the first year of series production. The mid-range Thriller follows suit, after which the Blue Oval introduces a top-of-the-line Macho with ridiculous horsepower and torque on tap. The muscled-up variant in question is clearly the 2026 Shelby G500. And with all these jaw-dropping features of the coming beast explained above, then it is safe to assume that the 2026 Shelby GT500 will be the most powerful Mustang ever. You can bet on that. But for now, let's keep our fingers crossed and continue waiting for this still mysterious beast to arrive finally. Until then, you can continue enjoying your Mustang GTD. But just be aware that a new king is on the way to dethrone the Mustang GTD, which sits at the top of the Ford Mustang hierarchy. And that new king is none other but the much-anticipated 2026 Shelby G500. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay tuned for more captivating automotive stories. Until next time, keep those engines roaring.